Dr. Kim, do you think it's normal to freak out as a parent when your kids start asking and wanting to date?
I think yes. I think it is just because the culture we live in. I think our fears, maybe experiences we had at the same age, and we're fearful of the same thing for our kids. And I think we have a tendency to focus on the negative of it, and just all the fears that overwhelm us. I think some of it too. It's acknowledging the fact my kid's growing up. And sometimes that's hard. We look at our daughter and she's 16 and she's getting ready to go on her first date, and we're thinking, I wish she was 8 again, And so you have to deal with all those kind of things and the realities of what happens there. So yeah, I in some ways I would kind of think if a parent didn't have some concerns, I'd probably be a little concerned about that too. Even if you've done everything right, it's a huge deal when you see your son or daughter, because the date would come. Grant never, he'd go pick up his date. Well, they would always come to the house to pick Julie up. And when you see them drive away in that car for the first time, and you just go, your heart just kind of goes, oh my gosh, this is a big deal. It's kind of like when they go to kindergarten that first day, it's like, oh my gosh. And so, but so I think all those things play into it. There was an old series that James Dobson did, who I still love his stuff. And it was called, Learning About Sex, or Talking About Sex to Your Kids. And he talked about that fear. And he said, what I wanted to do was put my kids in a barrel when they were 12 with a hole in it, and then put a cork in that hole when they turned 16, not to suffocate, but to just like isolate them, protect them from this world out there. And I think we all feel some of this, that we just want to protect them from all those things.
Yeah, certainly. And I think you're right about like them leaving. And so I think it's when they start dating, it's one big step towards like leaving and cleaving. Like, not that they're going to do that tomorrow when they go on their first date, but at some point they're like, when they start dating, at some point they're going to get married and they're going to leave your household and create their own household. And so it's like, it's a wake up call of, oh, they're not going to be like my children in my house in that same dynamic for much longer.
Exactly. Yeah. Because you think about, okay, this first 15, 16 years, look how fast that goes. Now we're talking about 2 years or 3 years, and they're out.